Hey everyone, it's Matt here, and today I am unboxing something that I have been waiting for 4 to 5 years. Now don't worry, I didn't order it that long ago, but I wanted to, and then it went out of stock and seemingly just out of print, and this company never made more. So I was thinking that maybe this would just never come out again, but thankfully it went into stock recently, so I ended up picking it up. Let's actually see me sticking my hand in here and pulling it out, and it is the REVO K-101, also known as the REVO K-101 Plus. So the box here is very minimalist. What this is, if you're not familiar, it is a Game Boy Advance clone, and also this has been cloned as well, so a clone of a clone. And the difference is that this version actually plays original Game Boy Advance cartridges, and that's something that I really wanted to get because I have a fairly, not a large collection, but enough that I knew that if I wanted to play something like this, I wanted to do it with my original cartridges. And also recently you saw in an unboxing that I did get an EverDrive of sorts, or something that allows me to play ROMs for GBA games, so I wanted to see if that would work on this as well, at least over at our Game Time channel. And I'll link that when it's out. But trying to open this thing up, I was having a little bit of trouble before off camera, so I decided to just slide it out this way. I just didn't know how the console was seated, so I didn't want to just kind of rip it out. And as you can see, by the way, it looks like the GBA Micro. Initially, it actually had more of a transparent look to it, but this version looks more like a Micro, the Famicom edition specifically. It just looks gorgeous, just right off the bat. And the screen, by the way, looks amazing. You can see that light reflecting off of the screen as well. The actual cartridges don't go up top, they actually go on the bottom there. That's not a cartridge stopper that you would usually see on other clone consoles. That's actually the console's own kind of EverDrive cartridge, so multi-card if you will. You can load ROMs onto there. That's actually really cool. And normally when it comes to an unboxing, I don't really show off any gameplay footage of stuff, but I'll do a little bit later. That's an SD card slot for some reason, so they do have an SD card included with this. They call it the K card. And either way, I'll show a little bit of gameplay footage, again more on the Game Time channel, but just enough to show you what this thing can do. This cost $75. I don't believe I mentioned that before. Personally, when I look at what GBA SPs cost now, I think it's a fair price. Also, taking a look at what else is in here, we can see that, interestingly enough, there's AV cables, which might seem odd, but the reason why is because this can actually connect to your television. I assume it's not going to look that good, especially compared to some of the other options out there, but the fact that it comes with the console, that you can just record your original GBA games if you don't have, especially as I don't have a Game Boy player, that's pretty cool. That's how you charge. This little white cable here is how you charge the device itself, and it definitely is a cable. You can see from all angles, it is totally a cable. But either way, let's take a quick look at some gameplay footage. So I don't know about you, but I think that this looks amazing. What I don't like though is that for some odd reason they have ROMs included on the K card. The reason why I feel weird about that is because I want to be able to recommend this to you if I like it, but at the same time, you're technically getting stuff with ROMs on it. Like, yes, there's, some issues of legality just with the mere fact that it can actually play ROMs, but you could back them up yourself, not through the K card or through the REVO K-101, but in general, you can do that, so in theory, they could be your ROMs. But in this case, we just know they're not. They're on the actual card. So strange, but either way though, you can actually use the real-time clock. You can see that Emerald is here, so yes, you can do any events with berries and other ways to evolve Pokemon. You can do that through the actual game itself on this K card, which is pretty cool. Also, just gonna pop in my own Game Boy Advance game, and as you can see, it works just fine. Also, you can adjust the brightness either from the top here, or you can do it through the K card itself. Don't throw the K card away, even if you don't want to emulate and you don't want to use ROMs or anything like that. There are some settings options through the K card that can actually change some stuff with the console, so don't throw that away. Oh, and I forgot to mention before, there's actually link cable support with this, so you can't use sadly the wireless ones because there's no way to click those in, but you can use the original link cable and plug it in, so that's pretty cool. But what's not so cool are the L and R buttons, and I'll get more in depth with that over at our Game Time channel, like I mentioned before. Once that video is out, I will link it in the description box down below. But when looking at this in particular, and also Game Boy Advance SPs now, especially the price of them now, I think comparing the two, I'd rather go for something like this. Unless the SP is in immaculate condition, I don't know what someone's put it through. It's a handheld, it's probably gone through the ringer. So at this point, I'd rather honestly go for this, especially with the way this screen looks, compared to an SP that's just been used over time. If it's had a screen replacement or anything like that, maybe I'll spring for, a couple more bucks instead of the price it's going for around right now. But seeing prices for the SP just kind of go up and up and up, I'm actually pretty cool with this, at least for the time being. So either way, love you all, take care, and tune in next time. So see ya.